Pokémon is a series with a lot to enjoy. Everything from the ground you walk on, to the creatures you encounter, to the trainers you face has something to love. One thing that GameFreak has tried to make better and better as the generations go on is the plot. And maybe it's just me, but I think the most important part of the plot has to be the enemy team. Team something or other. And this is the part where I generically say, one of them has to be the favorite, and explain to you that everyone has opinions and that I made this video to share my opinions. So if yours are different, you can put them in the comments below. Oh, and maybe I should say that if you haven't played the games, this video is gonna have some plot spoilers, but I think that's kinda self-explanatory. Anyway, Lego. Number 5, Team Magma and Aqua. Please, please put down the pitchforks and torches, I'm not a witch, I swear. Okay, I know I hate on Gen 3 a lot, I know, but like, come on man, Magma and Aqua were so lame. They spend the entirety of your journey just practically standing there in the path, waiting for you to mow them down, before coming to the epic, climactic moment in which they release the legendary, achieve their goal, and say, well balls, I didn't expect them to be like that. Like dude, you had so much time! What the hell were you doing when you're just standing there at the top of Mount Chimney? And if the legendary was gonna be weaker than this, why in the crap would you even want to go through the trouble to get them? I would say Magma and Aqua's saving grace is their battle music, but don't get me wrong, the track is fantastic, and it puts many other tracks to shame, but compared to most other Evil Team battle themes, I just don't feel it as much. I speculate that it may have something to do with how it really doesn't reflect the Evil Team that much. It makes me think epic battle, or battle with an enemy, but not specifically a battle with Team Aqua, or a battle with Team Magma. If you don't get what I mean, I think you will soon enough. Look, I love every Pokemon game to death, but Hoenn just upsets me in so many ways compared to the others, and the Evil Teams are no exception. Number 4, Team Galactic. Oh, Galactic, as much as I love Gen 4, you just took the Evil Team goal way too far. Galactic's goal was undoubtedly the most ridiculous and convoluted we've had to this day, and it's all because of this guy right here. So this guy named Cyrus was an edgy kid who had a lot of emotional problems because he didn't live up to the expectations of those he loved. Hashtag relatable. His edginess grew and grew until one day, he decided to just say, emotions suck. And they're the cause of everything bad in the world, so instead of just like, accepting the world the way it is, I'm gonna gather a group of people called Team Galactic, and just use the legendary Pokemon to destroy the whole world and make a new one. What? What the hell is wrong with this guy? Oh my god. How can you be satisfied knowing that half the plot of your game was set in motion by this dude and his emotional instability? I mean, I guess I do feel bad for the guy at least a little bit, because I know how much emotions can affect a person, but my god, man. Get it? God? Gen 4? And what about the battle music? I may be alone here, but I adore Galactic's battle theme. I feel like Galactic is a really good example of a theme reflecting the trainers it goes with. The team's goal is affiliated with time and space, so in the vein of space, it sounds kinda like distorted at points, and alien-y. That's not a word. Regardless, it fits super well, but it doesn't save them from the disaster that is Cyrus. Number 3, Team Flair. Team Flair suffers from something completely different from the rest of them. Underdevelopment. I feel like you have legitimately no reason to care about them throughout the entire game until the hour of reckoning is upon you. They're just kinda around. In caves, on routes, at the power plant. You weren't going to these places to stop Team Flair, they just happened to be the problem. It's the weirdest thing. Not to mention that AZ and Lysander, the most interesting characters related to Team Flair, don't get nearly as much development as they should have. But I feel like upcoming games may give us what we desire in that department. Also, the admins were super dumb and unused. The only ones I remember specifically are Aliana and King Kai, and the only reason I remember Aliana is because of a dumb joke made by other YouTubers. As far as battle themes go, I think Team Flair may be my least favorite. Like I've said, every single Evil Team battle theme kicks ass, but it doesn't reflect Flair in the least bit, and I'd much rather listen to others. Let me tell you what I love about Team Flair though. It took them 5 generations to try it again, but they're simple. Their goal was absolutely extreme, without a doubt. But it was simple. Essentially, Lysander's goal is kill everyone that's not in Team Flair to reduce the population of evil and greedy beings known as humans. He also decides that since Pokemon are condemned to be used by the evil and greedy humans, it's best that they're just wiped out entirely. That's why he builds the weapon. That's hella cool, and it doesn't take that much explaining. And something else cool about Lysander, we don't even know if he's alive. You beat him, the weapon explodes, and the base crashes down. Everyone is shown escaping except for him. If that's really where Lysander's story ends, that is the sickest evil team defeat in the history of Pokemon. Number 2, Team Plasma. Alright Gen 5, I may love you more than the average Beartic, but your evil team was still a little much. Team Galactic was physically extreme, attempting to destroy the whole world, so I guess GameFreak thought the only way to make a team even more complicated was to get emotionally extreme. Makes sense, I guess. Team Plasma threw out the idea of just trying to accomplish their goal and asked you, what do you believe in? Which was freaking cool, but it was just so much. Not to mention that these jerks are just the biggest hypocrites in the Pokemon universe. Fighting with your Pokemon is bad. Let me prove it to you by beating you in a Pokemon battle. Yeah, I didn't think that one through too hard, did you guys? However, seeing as essentially the entire story was set up by Getsis, who was manipulating and fooling them all into doing his bidding, I like to forgive it a little bit. I mean, there are even trainers in the games that talk about how they used to be alongside N and Getsis until they realized that what they were doing was wrong. Quick side note, Getsis is 10,476,369,420 times cooler than Cyrus. Getsis wasn't hurt and trying to get revenge, he was crazy, so power hungry that he attempts to kill the player to get what he wants. He attempts to, let me just repeat that, he attempts to kill like a 15-year-old kid to get what he wants. That's nuts. And when it comes to battle themes, Black and White 1's theme was fantastic. I prefer it to all the other themes on the list so far, but Black and White 2's? Holy mother of God, I love that battle theme. Perhaps it's because I'm a bit of a percussion guy, but I never got tired of hearing that battle theme. As far as reflecting the team, I think it does a great job. Plasma's biggest strength was not how powerful they were, it was the implications behind their goal and the challenge they were posing to your mortals, and the theme reflects that. This has to be the least loud and extreme battle theme out there, and I love that. Team Plasma sure was unique, but there's still one evil team that I think beats all the rest. Number 1. And of course we all know that leaves only one. The original paisanos themselves! Team Rocket, baby! And don't y'all go calling me a Gen 1er, because you all should know well that that is not even close to the truth. Generation opinions aside, it is possible that Team Rocket may forever be the kings of badass in the Pokemon world to me. One of the best things about Team Rocket is their simplicity. They aren't trying to liberate Pokemon or expand the land and sea, or destroy the world. They're trying to take your Pokemon and make some cash, for the glory of Team Rocket! Other things that rule about Team Rocket include that they were so cool they got 2 generations, that's 10 games as the villain. Something I've always loved is that, as you play through most generations, you watch the evil team work up to their goal as you progress. But Team Rocket? They own Kanto from the get-go! As you move through the region, they are already everywhere! In Mount Moon, at Nugget Bridge, in the Pokemon Tower, in the Game Corner, in Silph Co, in the 8th freaking gym. God, I love Team Rocket! Once you get to Johto, they don't have nearly as much of a presence, but they're still around. When you fight Team Rocket, you're not some super strong trainer that they have to convince to join them. You're in the way, and they're gonna move you. The theme reflects this Mafia-style team so well. It's got the intensity that comes from most evil team themes, but it has an underlying sneaky kind of vibe to it that just screams Team Rocket to me. Oh, by the way, the absolute coolest rival in history is Giovanni's son. That is just amazing. For all I know, the next evil team could beat Team Rocket, but for now, they are without a doubt my favorite evil team in Pokemon. Hey, you made it to the end! Thanks for watching as always. If you enjoyed, be sure to slash that like button and share with some friends. It really does help me out. And subscribe if you want more totally awesome Pokemon content, like the Pokemon White 2 Extreme Randomizer Nuzlocke, or my not really weekly, it's more like every 10 days show, Silver Dex, in which I take a look at a Pokemon and tell you all the stuff that you need to know about them if you want to use one. Well, I probably could have explained that better. Anyway, I'm gonna get up out. This has been the Silver Slasher Wade Silver, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace out.